Minfilia, what do you got? Still waters. Ooh! Oh, man, I missed that hood. Minfilia has a new assignment for you. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. Uh-oh. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. Need hardly? The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been merely of monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Sure. Hey, Ryan. Doing a fraud. A big fraud. Also, thanks to an anonymous gifter, I was gifted Encyclopedia Eorzea Volume 2. Very exciting. And I got the Matoya's Hat gift code. Super cool, but I can't wear it. Oh, right, we're not in Awakening Sands anymore. Like, Horizon's right there. It's not. I'm hoping I'll get if I get the ability to wear the hat in the why did I teleport here? What the fuck is going on? Do I have brain damage? I might. Hey, there's Soren. Hi. If I get the ability to wear that hat, I will change my Black Mage glams. Hey, Y'shtola. Graf, your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length of the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might better be spent in conversation with Fufulupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Sorry, Y'shtola, your voice is getting away from me there. Alright, who do we got? Fufulupa. Hey, Fufulupa, what's going on? You look surly. It's a house, you said.
Oh, hello there. Graf, was it? Y'shtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Elegant Sunway.
Royal Elegant Sunway? Look at these fucking cheek things.
The car bolted off towards Eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident.
A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amalja do have a foothold in Eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek?
We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could...
Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, how's your teeth after we curb stomped you? Hey, Daya! Welcome, welcome! Thancred, wherever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Malja friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. You don't have friends, Thancred. In all my years, I have never seen such a prestigious quantity of somnus. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found.
Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere.
Damn it. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Graf. Okay, sure. My axe is dry. Oh, you just walked over here. You're everything. Healing up nicely. How's all those teeth we knocked out when we curb stomped you? Against all expectation, it would seem the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such length to obtain crystals and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what that might be, I shall inform Urianger of our progress, or lack thereof. Alright. Thancred, you're bad at your job.
Now then.
Whoa, voice acting! Ring, ring, ring.
'Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Oh, your old voice sucks, Thancred. That was it.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful.
Urianger.
Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Why are you asking me if she was hot? Urianger's like, I'm more asexual than a fucking clam. Well, I mean... so I believe 2.2 is where they added Rogue and Ninja. So this is the class announcement, basically, for that.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Not me. Fuck this shit. Oh yeah, this part's rough. Fucking refugees from Doma. Thancred, I just watched you ask Urianger how hot a lady was. I was right here. Y'shtola was right there. He should be like holding his balls because Y'shtola kicked him. A final temptation. Thancred wishes to discuss how to proceed with the investigation. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufulupa's brain again. Who knows? If we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. In all those quests that we skipped that were totally worthless. Hey, Fufulupa. Fufulupa! It's like a Bob's Burgers thing. Oh, but it is good to see you return. We were just over there for like 5 minutes, buddy. I've given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Fufulupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped... Oh boy.
Excuse me. I had an attack there. Anyway, as I was saying, I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there's someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst!
Gasp. It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufuluta. Indeed. If, for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. But such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner traveling without escort, so as not to attract undue attention.
But who? Ah, I see!
Y'shtola, since when have you done any kind of subterfuge? Y'shtola's fucking cool as shit, but she's about as subtle as like a brick to the head. Yeah, emotional damage. Sorry, I just got that.
Yes, the concerned may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley.
A fine spot to rest. Would you not agree, Graf? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Hey, CBF, welcome. Alright, let's go.
Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Get the hell out of here. Before all this shit goes down. Holy fuck.
Hey, he's back. That's fast. Yeah, it's the fucking... Only a cynic, but I wouldn't be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. That you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Yeah, Y'shtola's not going to be able to do that until, like, 3 expansions from now. Right now, she's like a weenie conjurer. He only has a one-handed weapon. Why is my tracking fucking going nuts? Come on. Come on. I've noticed that it goes nuts when the screen blacks out.
I feel so good.
Hey! You! Welcome, Dev. Thank you very much for the sub. Much obliged. You guys are so sweet to support my channel. Let's check this gas of conflict. I'm gonna turn on my tank stance. What will surely be a difficult confrontation that will cause me a great consternation. Hey, Blair. Unknown Ravager. Bam. Sorry. Bye. Oh, there's more. Where are they? Merlin rules. Okay. I beat their asses, Y'shtola. Did you see? Wow. In different clothes. Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed. They had nothing on me. In other news, what's going on here? A gang of Seawolf thieves, and in Thanalan no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Seawolves. All of them. Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. There's nothing wrong with blue face tattoos. Grandpa needs to look like... Graf needs to look like severely concerned. Like, not you, Graf. It's fine. Our thieves are a long way from home. But are we looking? Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. Okay, bye. To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Okay. We did it. We definitely did it. We beat their asses. This is so condensed. This is like ridiculously condensed. Fufalupa! Fufalupa! On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, but we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Gasp! Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. It was me, Thancred! It was me all along! The guild leaders, there's people trying their best. But, yeah, it's pretty crime-ridden and corrupt. No. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of brass blades dispatched to detain him and made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea-wolf, from Insenborn and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me apprised of any developments. Okay. I'll be here. Yes? He's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Yup. There it is. Ba-ba-ba! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Thancred, what do you got? The Mother of Exiles. Thancred has information on your next assignment. Does he? Then why did he tell me, like... So weird. All these quests are, like, so curtailed. The antecedent bids me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. I don't want Alphino to be waiting for my coming. Some commotion or incident. I'm not privy to the details. Yeah. Well, you do whatever it is that Alphino has planned for you. I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Alright. And he's over in... He's over in Vesper Bay, where we used to hang out. What, did we move our shit again? I don't... So... Okay, so she might have in the original script. But when they cut all this shit down in, what was it, like 5.3 or 5.2? And made the slog through A Realm Reborn not 20 hours? Or 2.x, not 20 hours. Hey, sure, I can change the shirt. Boom. There you are. Alfie, there's a boat here. This water looks like... water doesn't actually look that bad. I was gonna say it looked like shit, but it doesn't look that bad. I've seen way worse. Alfie, why? You are late. No matter, I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You're familiar with Doma, yes? In Orford. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Core on his channel has a bunch of commercials that play, like classic game commercials, and one was a Japanese commercial for Seaman that was a Ganguro girl, like at a McDonald's, talking to her friends, saying she got it as a gift and that it was off-putting and she hated it. And it was totally awful. and was like the worst gift she'd ever received. And that was the commercial for the game. And I'm like, yeah, it's weird and funny from a perspective when you don't know what's going on. It's just like girls talking at McDonald's. But then it ended up being like the dialogue was like, I hate this. My dad got it for me for my birthday and I fucking hate it. You're familiar with Doma, yes? In Orford. Don't get too fucking haughty with me, Alfie. Well, like the rest of the nations on the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Uldar, Graf. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with a Sultan sworn on the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings. What are you, 7 of 9? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Alfie, you need to learn to handle your own business. Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. What a fucking bitch! Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Uldar. Fuck you! Man, Alfie, I'm gonna have to beat your ass. Alfie's ass must be beaten. Look at these Hrothgars. Where'd they come from? Yeah, says the boy who's made the worst mistakes in the entirety. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Not tonight, but probably next week we're gonna get there. Oh my god. What a fucking pile of shit. He's such a dick. He's such a little piece of crap. God. Ugh. Whoa. Refugees. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass.
Pray understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness.
Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again.
You know not what you do.
Wish we could get that hood. That hood's super cool. I gather your pleas fell on deaf ears.
A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well.
I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alpha no level you at your service, a friend. Which, I believe, makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world at least. Few indeed are your allies in Uldar, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us. We shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Yeah, it does. It also changes his voice, so his voice acting's not terrible. He is a fucking huge pile of shit. Speak with Alfie at the quicksand. God, do I fucking have to? I don't want to go to the quicksand and have Alfie be there. I don't ever want to go to the quicksand. If you know, you know. Alright, let's go Adventurers Guild. By the way, it's combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell right now. I mean, combination Hatching Tide and Little Ladies Day. Which one's which? I think Little Ladies Day is probably Taco Bell. And Hatching Tide is Pizza Hut. Because one is obviously better than the other.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
It is Yugiri. She has a name, suddenly. When did that change?
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
Hither?
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
So that's Emperor Solus dying, right? Solus died, and then the War of Succession is between Varus and... Yeah, Merweb's actually the only one I miss because it's the Meridia from Skyrim voice. A new hand touches the beacon.
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Oh, that fucking sucks. That's exactly what happened in 6. Kefka poisoned everyone. In Doma.
12 have mercy. And your people?
All dead. Mostly
On
dead.
a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors.
Because she has the shinobi fake con... Or I guess that's the... That's like the... Is it the Doma fake kanji that's on her sleeve?
Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
Yeah, we saw.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Yeah, they've already got their hands full with that shit. It was like literally the worst place to come ashore for these people.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Well, it was a big reveal. It's like Wooklamat in 6.55. It's the big reveal of the race that's going to be in the next expansion. Because this was before Our were added. They were added in Heavensward. So you don't know that, like, even what she is. It's like, are those big ears? I don't think it was even announced. Yeah, I don't think it was even announced at that time. So you're, like, looking at her, and she's got, like, this big weird hood that obviously has something under these, like, triangular flaps, but you have, like, no fucking idea.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald.
Boy, they sure aren't.
Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here.
Please don't tell me I have to go around and tell them all. Alfie.
The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
Alfie, how much money do you have? I'm not spending anything on this.
This is within your power?
Is it?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
You just cut to the Warrior of Light and they're like, ugh. Like rolling their eyes so hard they pop out of your skull.
I am in your debt.
Don't hold your breath, Yugiri.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience.
Yeah, you're like, something's going on there.
We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
Like, is she a Viera?
I shall defer to your experience then.
Is she a new Mo?
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Oh my god, Alfie, I'm gonna kick your ass so fucking hard. But yeah, they're cooler than you, so I'm happy to entertain them. You used to have to, like, take them on a tour. Kikyo! Kasasagi! Yugiri, what do we got?
If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for some several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people.
Momodi! Oh, she's like right there. We're in the wrong way. Momodi! Momodi!
Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Graf? Of course I'll help! You couldn't have picked a better day, to tell you the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word they can't come. Me and I have a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they pay for the lot in advance. Ha ha! Go and call Fedora and Catherine in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. Let's just set them straight.
Letters. Okay. And if they doubt you, just beat their asses with your big axe.
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah. I'm gonna kick their ass.
Oh, don't kick their asses, please. They're good customers.
Oh, alright. Maybe I'll just hit him with a blunt.
Don't hit him with a blunt. Don't hit him at all, please.
Hey, Fedora! Chasing the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment. That doesn't seem wise to me. Fuck you, Momodi's letter. Instructions penned by the Quicksand proprietors to deliver the fucking foodstuffs, you fucking piece of shit. I don't speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man that can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Not you, apothecary.
Ma, that's a rather old request. I hope you misheard her instructions.
Shove this, just shoving this letter down her fucking throat.
You know you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, you mark my words.
I don't know what that voice was, I'm sorry. God, fuck you people. It's fucking Little Ladies Day. Fuck all of you. I'm gonna do a fan dance in front of you, and then punch you in the head. and then hot swap to Samurai and cut you in fucking half. Hey, newbie Hrothgar. Hey, Momodi.
They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri it's all in hand.
I will. Yugiri, I got good news.
I dare not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly.
Don't do a Dogezo. We don't do that here. That was what I told him. It was as big as a house.
A house, you say?
Alfie's back.
Yugiri? Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on our situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply.
Oh. Yeah, look at him cheering in the background because she doesn't have any facial expressions. Yeah, pogging.
We have been granted an audience. Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once.
What about the food?
You have done much for us, Master Alphinaud. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care.
She's got her aura emotes. I wonder if those were all implemented when this was new. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Germans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Fuck you, Alfie. But okay. What a piece of shit. I wonder if the writers, like, realized that everyone hated Alfie and, like, tried to change him up and give him, like, a character growth arc. Because it feels so heavy at this point in the story. It feels really heavy-handed that it's like, man, he's a piece of shit to you and so far up his own ass. Chamber of Rule. I hate Ul'dah. I can still not navigate it. Scroll, 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 scroll. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Telegia, Telegi! Hey, Raban. You got both those swords?
A pleasure, Graf. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
Okay. I won't. Still want that fucking Time Mage hat! Give me that! Give me that hat! Voice acting?
Yugiri of Domar, I'm honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
Is that her new voice? Is that her recast voice? Hey, Agrawell. It's not nearly as squeaky as the ARR, as the 2.0 stuff.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Domar, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge.
You remember this. This is 2.2.
It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
Bad. Moving on.
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
Doubt?
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
Alfie, shut up. You're gonna get us kicked out.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
No. Shall we call a vote? No.
The law is the law. Lord Lolorito,
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends.
So, he sounds like a piece of shit, but he's like totally right.
And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity?
But
you have all read the reports, I think.
Only because they're living in grinding poverty.
Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Well, Laredo, I appreciate you, but you could put this a little more delicately. So you don't sound like a racist.
The chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
So that's Alfie's way of saying he shits gold bricks.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse.
That was new dialogue. That her dialogue before was new, because that's her ARR voice. But the other one was her recast voice. So that was added when this stuff was redone. Oh, when you have the two casts, you start to see the cracks.
I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo.
I hope your face can catch, Nanamo. Because Lolarudo's throwing your words back into him.
Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
Yeah, stop being such a shit.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Rapon's like, shut up! Everybody shut up right now! Can you get that turtle incense burner? As a piece of furniture? The two-headed turtle? The Nalthal turtle? Yeah. Like, Teleji Adeleji wants slave labor. Ooh. Rough. Sorry, Yugiri. Strawberry shortcake. Your dress
Would that
sucks.
it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Ugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
She's got fart dampening, like flatulence dampening in there. Sultana has never farted.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But
Sucks,
there's
man.
neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Why do your eyes go in different directions, Raban? Just a little bit closer to the center. Hey, because I'm not a fucking chameleon. Or a gladiator with repeated head trauma. It's shocking he's ahead of state. Probably with all the head trauma. Alright. Raban promises to keep. Raban would like to discuss how to handle the Doman refugees.
As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor does he like to change it. Often have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people.
Yeah. No spoilers.
I will waste no more words on him. Not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames.
Alright. Why don't we send him to Mordona? Mordona has tons of land and is like frontier work. It seems like it would be the best place for them. It doesn't have like permanent residents to help upkeep. Cartno's a shithouse, but like at least it would be a place for them to live. Rand Paul, get the fuck out of here. Okay, Raban, everyone's here.
The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitorists have made their position clear.
Agreed. Uldar's not an option. Nor are Limsala, Minster, or Crotania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hole with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, but I was not bound by the concerns of the great nations. Cartno, idiot! Ring, ring, ring. Nymphelia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. Your wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Okay, Alfie, what do you got? Is it my idea? Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it.
Out with it, Master Alphino. Pompous little piece of shit.
The headquarters of my order, the Science of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toe, an outpost in Moldona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlement. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toe have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, They have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, but not safe food and shelter by way of reward.
Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Yugiri.
No, I will not hear a word said against our beloved Uldar. Reverend's Town would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious.
If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Yeah, there's like a fucking huge castle there. Master Alfinor, once again, I find myself in your debt. Now, don't blow smoke up his ass too hard. Pray do not thank me, my lady. It was Graf's idea. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance at their present condition. Mayhap the Uldawn Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, Graf. Okay. Do I have to go to the quicksand?
Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide.
Alright! Speak with Alfie. Take the lift to the flat and eat some chips. By run, I mean run! Haul ass. I still have yet to finish out Hildebrand. I need to take care of that. Alfie, what do you got? Oh, is it different? Was it like significantly different looking? We are concerned that the determined refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Dermans until such a time as they are ready to set out for Morderna. What, really? That's surprising. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as the transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Huh. Interesting. I wish that was, like, visible in New Game Plus. That would be awesome.
What news?
Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is that all the Immortal Flames can do?
I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed.
Hey, Juan. I see you've manifested.
But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Dermans to Morderna.
It's like 1,000, dude.
When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens.
What is your game?
I would engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Derman's behalf.
Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord.
After all that has befallen these good people, it's the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Uldar, Lady Yugiri.
And you in Reverend's Toll, my lord. Well, sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we?
Game really wants you to start in Uldar. I would entrust the task of escorting our Derman friends to you. After you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Leave it to me! Ba 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 ba.